What's going on, folks? We're here for a new sports show. We actually have a full house. We just got through offline talking about Temecula, a wonderful spectacle of
black Twitter,
black awesomeness that happened.
The emergence of black
Jerry
Twitter.
Gray owes us a Temecula movie.
Yo, it said that black Twitter was growing because there was a whole lot of black nerds already talking about Black Panther, and we thought that was the smartest thing. But then it just started rolling up, and Temecula thing to me is what that was it.
That capped easily.
That was the biggest thing then, and then Zola happened.
No, but we're keeping it sport.
And then Tory Lanez fucked titty twerkers.
But we got to keep it sports though. We got to keep it sports though, man. And I'm mad that me and D, because we had just started up the sports show right after Temecula. I'm mad we didn't mention that, but it's like Temecula.
That is a sports topic.
Yeah, it is a sports.
It's sports related.
But it was just like, yo, that was such a fucking.
Why I hate getting in conversations with any Kobe fan, because that has the potential of happening.
That was Pete Kobe standing right there. It's like, yo.
God, it's the reason why I don't even talk to Kobe fans about it, because obviously Kobe did some shit that I never seen before in the court, and they think it's the best thing ever.
I mean, Kobe for me was that dude that I hated because I was such an Eastern Conference stand. I was like, fuck Kobe and shit.
Fan. I was a Spurs fan, so it was fuck Kobe.
And then, but then when he busted 80 on fucking, on Toronto, I was just like, I'm a fan. I love Kobe. He's awesome. His petty knows no bounds.
Hey, nah. Didn't he score? How many did he put on Jalen Rose?
That's what I said, 80.
That was that 80.
Yeah.
That was like 81. It was like
81.
He put 81 on Jalen Rose, bro.
The best part about that whole story.
I remember him getting to like 70 something. I was like, fuck, you finna break Will Chamberlain shit?
Yo, I remember, look, Jalen Rose said the best thing. He said, man, he got the 50, I was happy. This motherfucker get the 60, I'm like, I'm gonna hurt the shit out of him if I get He like, man, we couldn't stop him for nothing.
Y'all gotta understand the fact that the Temecula shit is the equivalent if me and D say we were down with family in North Carolina, right? And we were talking shit about the Redskins on like a Christmas game or some shit, and all of a sudden some Redskin fan was like, meet me at RFK, and me and D are like, yeah, sure, and we're down in fucking Raleigh.
Nigga, what are you doing? Like, go ahead and have fun. Speaking of which, you know what? That's a good segue. It's a really good segue. How garbage, how dead in the water are the Redskins as an organization?
You know what? Can I say something about that? I don't think that it's over for them. I don't think it's over.
I agree with you. It's not over.
The
it's
NFC
not over.
is like the Eastern. The NFC
like,
on the bottom tier is the Eastern
crazy.
Conference of the Eastern Conference. You get a chance. You get a chance.
Like, it's so crazy how they're down and out, but they're not down and out. Like they could, like, maybe they lose next week and they're done. But like, if Josh Johnson works out for them,
first off, sir.
It's a big if. This is a big if.
I admire that you have faith in Josh Johnson and in his 6'3" epicness of doing something. But there's a couple of things about the Redskins and stuff. And I was laughing when D gave me the audio from Chad Dukes's show and stuff, and I was laughing because it was funny enough. We were talking at work. And somebody brought to my attention that while we knew the Redskins were looking for another stadium, I assumed that they were still trying to put it in Ashburn. Makes sense because, the facility and stuff is in there. Apparently, it was brought to my attention that the Redskins are looking at Oxen Run Park to put... yeah.
Really?
They're trying to put the stadium over there, and I'm like, that is going to be a chaotic mess.
Yikes.
If you know the DMV, that is going to be a mess.
Yeah.
Already a mess in around that area anyway. You mean to tell me you're going to slam a stadium right by the casino? Why? Why? Why would
I tell you what,
you're just asking for trouble. You just asking for trouble.
It's about to be gentrified as shit if they get that.
And that's on top of
Hey,
the
Bo, you forget this is Prince George's County. We're just going to get rich black folk. We're not going to get
keyword. Do you have to put an asterisk next to that because if you live in the DMV, if you're in PG County, the only people that gets rich in PG County is if you live in Fort Washington, Bowie, Mitchellville.
No.
That's it.
Actually, you know what?
And maybe Upper Marlboro.
My sister, my god sister said it the best way. Nigga, we rich in Mitchellville. We're rich adjacent. We're not rich. We wish we were rich. No, Laurel. If you live in Laurel, I'm talking like Laurel, where you
Total Wine is at. That's rich.
Where you need a Wi-Fi connection to make sure you do anything. But anyway, the thing
you damn sure don't get no fucking reception in fucking Laurel.
But here's the thing: even if you tear down the stadium, tear down RFK Stadium, that's going to be a big problem over there. But here's the fun thing about that: Snyder is doing what every great owner does. I'm going to fuck with the law to make sure I get what I want. Spanos did this. The niggas in St. Louis did this same thing. Every state. No, I'm sorry. The Vikings did the same thing.
Wayne Huizenga did the same fucking thing with the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he keeps selling the fucking name.
Yeah. So Snyder is putting a provision in a Congress bill before Trump basically gets the boot to get the Redskins Stadium built at where RFK is. Now, I'm assuming that if this doesn't go through, then the backup plan is, it's going to go right to fucking Oxon Hill. That's my assumption.
Wow.
I have this assumption that because here's the sick part about it. Like we know that FedEx Stadium is a nightmare when it comes to just getting there, especially on game day. Yeah. But it's already a nightmare with the parking and all the rest of that. And on top of that, here's the best part about all this. The Redskins fan base are so low right now. I mean, this is the lowest I have ever seen them.
How low is it, D?
Look at the Giants Redskin game, for example. There was more Giant fans than Redskin fans in the stadium.
Yes. Here's the fun part about that. That only happens for the Cowboys and the Steelers and maybe like one random team for that
Eagles.
year. It's pretty even with the Eagles, man. At least to me, it's always even when it comes to Eagles Redskins games.
Baltimore though. Whenever Baltimore's played at FedEx Field, woo!
Oh yeah, when the Ravens is there, it's nothing. It's a whole lot of Ravens fans. Which, to be honest with you, half of those Ravens fans used to be Redskins fans.
Yep.
Irony, but the thing that always kills me is killing me right now is that I have never seen this fan base so depressed and tired.
More than normal.
They're just
way more than normal.
And here's the sick part. This was building. They knew it, and I think it's because Snyder's BS has finally gotten to the point where every Redskin fan doesn't care anymore. Right. Here's the sad part. Take it from a fan base that is sick of their owner too. All you have to do is the bare minimum, and we don't come at Jerry Jones with pitchforks. That's all he has to do.
If Romo didn't advocate for an offensive line, people would be coming for Jerry.
Oh, Chris, we had many years where we came at Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones, to his credit, you know what, fans, I hear you. I understand what you think. I'm going to stick with this but I'm going to stick with this quarterback. And you're going to buy my shit. The motherfucker got a point, man.
the New Jersey's a flying shit.
But look, and everybody else. It's the same jersey as last year. But the NFL logo moved, though.
Oh, shit!
I get 5 of them motherfuckers. That shows you how petty the Redskins we are. But look, the point is this. I have never seen this fan base so low. And then on top of that, you have the whole situation with your boy, the linebacker who won't keep his hands off. A girlfriend he needs to let go. You have
Reuben Foster.
Then you have Mason. Mason, first off, and I agree with Tom Lavero. He was on the fan with Chad Dukes. I love Tom Lavero.
Yeah.
really great writer for the Redskins. He said it the best way. Whoever was the person that released those DMs with him between him and Mason, nobody's going to trust him forever. He just ruined his whole career as a reporter. You don't do that. And here's the sad part: Mason was probably joking because there was like laugh emojis and that shit. He was probably joking, but guess what? From a PR standpoint, it looks so terrible. What's Dan Snyder doing right now? Not giving a shit, trying to make sure his team got a new stadium.
Look, our boy,
Look, and the best part, Bruce Allen. Everybody's like, well, Bruce Allen, at least he's about XYZ. Shut up. Bruce Allen is like what Kelly was to Trump. You'd think he's there to do discipline. He ain't doing a damn thing. He's not. He hasn't done nothing.
Wait.
Bruce Allen doing
Hold on, how you gonna compare Bruce Allen to fucking Mom Rather Ever Living? Because she was just at a stroke some shit.
I love that mum. You call that nigga Mum Ron. Thank you for that. But yeah, so it's pretty much the same because Bruce Allen's right there. Like, Bruce Allen, why did you get Reuben Foster? Ooh, look at the stadium we're getting.
No, but that's on top of of Josh Norman like weeks ago saying, "Man, this fan base is fucking garbage." I was like, "Well, shit,
Then you get a week later, you get Swearinger saying the same thing because I was with Swearinger. Swearinger was pissed, and I agreed with him. This wasn't me being a Cowboys fan. This is me for somebody living in the city all my life. I agreed with him. This whole organization is shit right now. They have nobody at the wheel. Dan Snyder don't give a shit because he has his money invested in movies and shit. He don't care. As long as the Redskins are top 3 in merchandise, he's fine.
Yeah. And it's just the saga. And here's the thing. If we're talking about the games, never in my life did I see a tank bowl go. Well, I don't want to say tank bowl, but never I see a game where somehow the Redskins defense made Eli Manning look like the greatest quarterback ever.
The GOAT. Elite.
You would
eat.
You would think that Tom.
Oh, you mean Saquon Barkley eat? Because Jesus Christ.
Look, if anybody was worried about their numbers with Saquon and fantasy, where it went that day, that defense, the Redskins looked like they were lost. Then the best part, butt fumble was the best part about it, man.
And Josh Johnson gave the fans hope, like, oh shit, Josh got some moves. Ah, shit. Well, Giants got another touchdown. It's over.
Hey Chris, remember that time Anthony Wright came in the game and all the Cowboys fans like, oh shit, well we ain't got Troy, but at least we got Anthony Wright.
Wah.
All we had to lean on was like, hey man, he threw that ball good a couple times.
Hey, to Josh Johnson's credit, he threw 2 touchdowns, which that's enough for Jay Gruden to be like, you're a quarterback now. Fuck you, Sanchez. And Sanchez like, joke's on you. I still cash a check, bitch. I'm out.
How low is the bar? How low is the bar where all you have to do is just score? How low is that bar? I feel so bad. Look,
it's low enough the fact that the highlight of the Eagles-Redskin game for Sanchez was, well, he passed that ball off to fucking Peterson and he scored a touchdown. Wasn't Sanchez great?
Man.
Oh, butt fumble.
Hey, that butt fumble recovered a fumble against the Eagles last week, sir.
hey, sir. We need to respect Mark Sanchez. He has a storied career that is unimaginable.
You want to talk? You want to talk finesse?
Funny as hell.
You want to talk finesse? You thought homeboy finesse checks. Mark Sanchez finessed the check from the Redskins, and that's awesome to me.
Bruh. I feel like everybody gets a chance to finesse a check from the Redskins. Everybody. It's like at this point, who hasn't finessed a check from the Redskins?
Our boy fucking what's his face that left Arizona? Nick Foles.
True.
Nick Foles has.
Look, speaking of which, actually going over to the Eagles, unfortunately, Carson Wentz is done for the season. But that tells me one thing. Look, okay, let's just be real. If they beat the Cowboys, do you think he'd be sitting on the bench?
No.
Oh no, they would throw some
Because
cortisone.
he
They
would
would
have
throw
a chance-
that
because
fucking
he would
shot
have
his
a
ass.
chance to rest that fucking season.
They would shot his ass with some cortisone and told his ass, slapped him on the ass, and say, "Get out there and play."
For real, they'd have did like they'd have put his ass in a fucking boot. They'd have shot his ass up to death, and they'd have been like, finish out that season, bro.
Exactly.
Hey, Romo did it.
That tells me that the Eagles are pretty much done for the season. It's been a rough season anyway. Let's just be real. For the
Can we say this then? Can we say this then? Was Carson Wentz fluke, or has he just not been the same after his injury?
He hasn't been the same, man. I don't think he is.
To be fair, if we're giving Andrew Luck a little bit of a redemption for being broken a year and a half ago, I'm gonna do the same thing with Carson.
No,
Wentz.
we can't though, because the difference is Carson Wentz played though.
No.
Luck
But Carson Wentz had a good season.
Carson Wentz is also still in his third fucking season.
Yeah, he had a good half season last year before he got injured. So you could say, okay, there was like greatness, and it just feels like he's been trying to get back into the swing of things. Kind of like.
So do you think they rushed him back too soon? Because everyone was saying, will they rush Carson Wentz back too soon? And it seemed, because again, I mean, he's hurt. It's a back injury this time.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I would say just a little bit, because you can just tell by the way he plays, the way he's just throwing down at the ground all the time. This ain't the same dude we've seen in his rookie season.
Yeah,
it really. So I'm just going to be real. I think if he had another year, not even another year, but if they gave him more time, he would have been fine.
You want to know who I feel bad for? And in my head, I was thinking he put a gun in his mouth after it happened. Rasul Douglas. Because, wow, holy shit, did that bounce to fucking homeboy. They're going for the touchdown. I felt bad for him. I was like, ooh.
Man, that whole the Cowboys Eagles game was what I call a good old NFC East game. That's what that was.
Because Amari Cooper balled out. There was something that popped up on Twitter, and it was in regards to Dak changing a play up. And somebody was trying to, I don't know, probably they were instigating the whole, like, get rid of fucking Linehan. But apparently, like, there was a play set where it wasn't going to Amari. And apparently, during the huddle, Dak scratched the play and looked at Amari and was like, all right, dog, do what you got to do. And that was that touchdown that he threw immediately that Amari went for the touchdown.
Again, it's one of those situations where, at least I guess for Dallas fans, what we've been waiting for Dak to do. And you can't force every quarterback to do it. It's just basically go into the huddle and call your own play.
Yeah.
Right.
And that comes with time. Rookies do it, but let's just be real. Usually that success rate is very low. Mm-hmm. So I think we've just been waiting for him to do that for a while. Yeah. And that was just one of those examples where it actually happened, where it's like, nah, dog, that's not going to work. Hey, Mari, just get open, man. That's all I need you to do.
And he did.
Meaning that when he said that, automatically automatically all the other wide receivers is like, okay, let us make sure we get let's be distraction. Make sure Amari gets open. But here's the thing. Even if they did, when I look at the game, both teams couldn't do shit in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden everybody woke up in the fourth quarter. If I'm worried about anything with Dallas, man, is that we don't score. Like, we really don't score as much as
Dak takes care of the ball, like everybody is emphasizing. If Dak takes care of the ball,
guess what? Y'all don't score. Y'all about to meet a scoring offense next week. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Mo. We'll get that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute, sir. All I'm saying is, everybody's been saying, if Dak takes care of the ball and he isn't overthrowing Gallup, you ain't fucking touching that motherfucker for shit.
You really ain't. I think what really the problem, and when you look at it, well, here's the funny thing: when they look at the Eagles in that same game, I think the Eagles just got. Oh man, it's not like their defense did a bad job. It's just at the end, their safeties just choked up so bad.
The offense was also trying to get Golden Tate involved, because I felt the Eagles were trying to flex like, shit, they got Amari Cooper. All right, Golden, do something for us, please. And then it didn't really transpire the way it transpired. Because I mean,
they poked him with a stick. Like, come on, do it,
do something.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was worried about Golden Tate lighting up Dallas. That was my fear too.
You know what?
Right.
I think that's a fair enough. I think it's fair enough to feel that Golden Tate. I actually really, I'm more scared of not Sanu. I'm really more. I'm really not Sanu. And I'm the other dude. I forgot his name. I was really worried that they was going to just not just like pick us apart, but that our side of the ball was not going to score at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just that was my big fear. It wasn't that the defense weren't going to do their job. It was like I have a feeling that the beast, which is Fletcher Cox, would just destroy whatever hope he had on the offensive side. I really
Fletcher
thought
Cox and Bennett, to their credit, they were fucking doing some shit.
I say that Fletcher Cox is a monster.
Yep.
That dude is a monster. And it got in the third and the fourth quarter, he made his presence known.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, and we can probably say because the Cowboys defense is equally doing the same shit. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. Because they kept the ball on the field so far. You know how long the Cowboys had that ball?
Dude,
they had it for like 41. They had it long as hell.
Nobody commented, and it was amazing to see. Dallas had the ball in overtime for 8.5 minutes.
Oh, everybody was saying that. I was saying that too. Like, yo, man, like y'all want to score anytime, man, anytime y'all want to speed.
And I'm pretty sure the Eagles coach was like, "The fuck, get off the field! It's 8 minutes."
I know. You know what really did it? That fourth down. That took a lot of wind out of them. And then for that let's just be real, for that fluky shit to happen at the very end, oh my God. Just to happen, man.
That's why I said I felt bad for the dude because his reaction was like, Me
and my coworker was at work watching it, and he's an Eagles fan. I'm a Cowboy fan. We're yelling at the thing, and we see that last play, and the second Dak threw the ball, and I saw Douglas stick his hand out. In my mind, it was picked.
Pick six, pretty much too.
So the second the ball hit his hand, I was like, no! The ball goes in the air. My coworker, because he already sees the future. No! Fell right in the Cooper's hand. He ran off. I was like, bruh. He's like, man, little store up, man. I'm going home, man. Fuck this shit.
Now, I gotta say this. If there is a fan base that I really feel bad for, but not really, it's the Panthers fan base. You let Baker Mayfield outplay Cam Newton. I died. Oh my nigga.
Walk it like I talk it. He did. Walk it like he talk it.
Hey.
I swear that head should roll. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, yo, how is the Carolina Panthers coach not fired after that? That's all I'm saying.
It ain't even fired to me.
Look, I think you understand that there's been a lot of wild shit going on with the fucking Browns lately. Like they've been playing like they might could beat somebody next year.
And the fact that the Browns are still in the hunt for the playoffs,
nigga, aren't they? That's crazy. That's wild.
I got something better to say. How dog shit is the NFC South? I mean, really, outside the Saints, the Falcons stink, the Bucks stink, and the Panthers this week is not because the Browns beat them. I mean, yeah, that adds to it, but let's be really honest. Where have they been the last 5 weeks? They've been terrible.
Yep.
Honestly. Man, that whole division stinks, bro.
I mean, and the shit stain on top of it is the fact that the Falcons just shit the bed against the Packers in the funniest tank bowl I've ever seen in my fucking life. Because I have
let's be honest, CJ. Let's be honest. The Falcons ain't been the same ever since they blew that lead in the Super Bowl.
See, I was saying, but
they'll never be the same after that.
It's like Bill Belichick stole their soul. And they can never.
He pulled a Shang Tsung on them. What do you expect?
They got to fit. The only way they can get it back, they got to face the Patriots in Mortal Kombat, aka they got to face them next season somehow, some way.
The irony of all this of Georgia.
Nah, they gotta fucking watch them in a fucking preseason game that'll never happen.
Exactly right.
You know what? The sad part about this is that Georgia sports suck, but yet they sold out the Mercedes wherever the hell the Falcons play at for the MLS Cup, the Major League Soccer Cup, and Atlanta sold the hell up. They sold it. That 76,000 seats. That is the biggest attendance for any soccer game, period, in America. That's amazing. They actually sold it out, and Atlanta showed up, beat them 2-0. And I'm thinking to myself, this is sad. This is sad. This is so sad because I know Americans in sports that will be a blip to Georgia, and they will just ignore it and just say that everything sucks. You know, you want to know how I know that? Because DC United has more of those trophies than any other team, and this city doesn't give a shit.
Well, asterisk, the Hispanics and other ethnicities care. We just don't. Everybody else doesn't.
Look, like the Africans. Here's Mo. Don't include us. Trinidad. They care.
I don't care about the MLS for real.
Like, I'll be honest with you, Mo. If you said you like DC United, that would shock me. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're Nigerian, brother. Y'all don't like this.
I've been to a couple of games, but yeah, I'm not. I think it's MLS is more for Hispanics because we watch Premier and Italian and Spanish soccer. So yeah,
exactly.
Now, you want to talk sad, like for an area fan base? Look, me and Mo's boy RG3 tried to be the savior for the Ravens because the defense. The defense decided to shit the bed because you had Patrick Mahomes by the fucking balls and you couldn't fucking cover a guy that was triple covered and the motherfucker caught the ball. I was like, you gotta be goddamn kidding me. Triple covered and he caught the ball.
The Ravens were playing with the food. The Ravens were playing with their food as always.
Makes no fucking sense.
I was like, tackle the man. Tackle the guy. I don't care if you fucking punch the dude in the fucking face. Do something. Jesus Christ.
I'm actually impressed that the Ravens are playing the type of football they're playing right now, and they actually are going to. I want to go that far and say they're probably going to win the division.
That's because Flacco was out for the count. So Lamar, the youngin, the youngin had to come in and show him.
Lamar, not Odom Jackson.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, and they just announced that he's the starter moving forward.
And he should be.
Yeah, he should.
Lamar Jackson looks great. That team has a decent future with him. I say decent because I still don't like quarterbacks like him in the NFL. Look at his backup. I'm
racist.
Hey, yo, Mo. Hey, hold on. Hey, yo, Mo. Here's $5. You earned that, man. That's funny.
D isn't quite Whitlock tier where I don't like these quarterbacks that run a lot. And
let me tell you something. Why can't they be good and wholesome?
Why can't they just stay in the pocket?
Why can't
D really got in the Southern bag when he said, I don't like. He went in deep in that Southern. Yo, it's cool though.
No, I don't.
I don't know if I appreciated that shit.
My bad.
It's like this. I never really liked at least that type of scrambling quarterback in the NFL. They don't last long to me. So I'm not a big.
Thankfully, apparently he listened to Vic when Vic was like, hey, dog, you're running too much. Because he is eased up and shit.
Yeah, he did.
Because Lamar Jackson has a legit decent arm. So you can improve on that. Same thing for RG3. I think what happened to RG3 is he just got hurt at the very worst time. That wasn't hubris on him. Blame Dan Snyder for that.
No. But what I'm saying is hubris is he let everybody blow his head up and shit.
Oh yeah. I like how the only person that didn't blow his head up was Shanahan, and Shanahan's like, "Dude, you ain't that good, bro."
No, but I like how everybody made him out.
The barber that gave him that shape up.
See, I wasn't gonna go there, Denzel. I ain't gonna go there, but clearly,
I was just gonna say Lamar Jackson was out there looking sharper than his new lineup.
Clearly, RG3 is in the running with fucking Walter Jones. Who has the horrible shape up. And, RG3 was like, yo, Walter, hold my beer. I got you.
Blame his wife who takes him to Supercuts.
But RG went, didn't you see he had a picture when he went back?
I think that's fake. That's fake news, sir. All right? I don't believe that shit for a second. All right?
Because he's going.
That nigga put Beijing in his head to look like that.
I just say y'all won.
Yo, you know what? I seen the fucking post. Somebody was like, when cyberbullying actually worked.
Because first off, I like how everybody made Shanahan out to be fucking Lex Luthor between him and RG3. Like, this motherfucker is evil. And I'm like, he was just telling the truth. Like, hey, RG, you're a fucking bump. We gotta build you back up. It's like, hey, dude, you can't be saying that to our quarterback.
All right, you know what? One thing that we are missing about that game is the fact that throw from Project Pat was insane. The Ravens had him dead. They had him dead to rights. This nigga is on the sideline, bombs it, and it goes right. I'm like, that's insane,
and
man.
that's what they said. Every commentator was like, if Patrick Mahomes busts to his right, look the fuck out because he found somebody open. That's when he's dangerous.
Yeah.
That is one of the best thing. That is one of the greatest throws I have ever seen.
When he threw that ball, my heart sank for the Ravens. I was like, well, there you go. He has somebody open.
And then it got me. I was like, that's one tackle. Dude, throw it away. I know you're trying to bomb it. Dude, what is you doing? What did you do? Wow. Don't catch that. This nigga got it. I flipped. I was like, that right there. I said, this is what he is. He's here. We're done.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need
Rookie of the year, MVP.
So
MVP race. Yes, he should.
So DK, I have to ask you this: what did you think of the miracle in Miami, sir?
Dude.
Yo, I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I seen Grant walking, and I was like, nigga.
Hook and ladder.
I don't know if y'all had. I don't know if y'all.
I was like, yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this cannot be the same Dolphins. Like, what the fuck is this? Like,
but that always happens. That always happens. Where when Miami goes to New England, they lose. But then when New England goes to Miami,
bro, I can guarantee you that people was at the fucking stadium fighting.
Yo, I shut the game off.
Every time there's a fucking game between the Patriots and the Dolphins at the fucking stadium, somebody's fighting. I remember I was working in that bitch in like 2008, 2009. Yo, it was dead ass a 2-on-2 fight. I seen a nigga get knocked on his ass, and I seen his homeboy jump over him and pop in like it was Marvel vs. Capcom. I was like, nigga, what the fuck is this? Like, can we break this up, please? Like, but when I seen that shit, I was like, didn't the Bears do this same shit? But it was like 5 laterals.
Yeah.
That shit was mind-boggling.
Dude,
so let me tell you, right? I'm watching this thing excited as fuck because the Patriots is losing, but the Patriots lost, and I was happy. And then like 20 minutes later, I thought about, damn, Miami won. So that means
Mo was like, "Fuck!" That means they got Colts got competition now, and I'm like,
I know,
because
at first I was like, "Oh yeah, this is great." Tom Brady losing, Bill Belichick. 20 minutes later, it's like, damn, Miami won.
Reality kicked in for you, didn't it?
Reality check.
Yeah, that was the worst gut check ever in life. It's like, oh man, you're like up here 1 second, and the next you're down. Like it's like, wow, I just came down from my high.
Look. The one thing I will say is this: do I feel bad for Gronk? No, I don't. Of course not. I think what happened was
He's lived on a banana peel.
Gronk is already like running on shattered knees anyway. So I'm not expecting this dude to pretty much hop out of his stance and drill nobody. I'm not expecting that. But look, it is not too often where you play NCAA football with your buddy and he knows how to lateral properly and he just smokes you. That doesn't happen, okay? So I'm going to let that go as in, holy shit, they made it this far down. Because real talk, he's not going to beat Kenyon Drake to the goal line. He wasn't going to do that anyway. Even if Gronk was running, I think Kenyon Drake would have stiff armed him and still win. It would make a difference. And I know, and I know all of Boston just blew up. I know they were pissed. Some
man hit his wife after that game. You know that, right?
Okay. If we want to talk about violence to women, let's just be honest. There's a whole lot of women in Allegheny County with black eyes. How is that? How is it that the Steelers, this team is terrible right now?
First they lose to the Chargers, and then on top of that, the following week they lose to the Raiders. Of all teams in the AFC West, the Raiders.
You lose to the Raiders. Now, here's the thing. They lost that gut check game because that was more for the Chargers to win.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The Chargers had to win that game.
Oh yeah.
It had to. So the Steelers losing that, I'm not too mad. That's fine. They lost that. Pick yourselves back up despite, y'all guys sucking lately. But then you go and have and give hope to
Gruden.
To Gruden, to make Gruden feel like a genius for 2.5 seconds.
I got me some Gruden grinders.
2.5 seconds till he saw the replay of the fucking Dallas Eagles game and was like, son of a bitch. What did I give up?
The best way I can describe it is this. They lost to the Raiders 24-21. A month ago, they dropped the Panthers 52-21. Mm-hmm. How is it in a month? And when you look at it, well, okay, they beat the Jaguars. The Jags actually tried, and they lost. Then they lost to the Broncos. Then they lost to the Chargers. And then they lost to the Raiders. And let's just be real. They can't beat the Patriots. Then they're going to face the Saints. Then they're going to face the Saints, who, let's just be real, the Saints are pissed off that they've been playing like shit since the Cowboy game. They're going to punch them dead in the mouth. And the last game of the year is not a guarantee. And that's against the Bengals. And I know it's the Bengals. They could beat the Bengals. Can they? No. Really.
With the way that Ben's been playing these past weeks, I don't think so.
And the best part about that is Captain Fatfuck is blaming everybody but himself.
That nigga said Captain Fatfuck.
I like how, you know what, man? See, he's doing that shit, and I was like, you know what? I was picturing Mike Tomlin in the background of that interview, slowly taking off his shirt, ready to fucking fight somebody after fucking Roethlisberger did that shit.
To be real, look, all right, this is where I'm done with Tomlin. Hey, yo, Tomlin, get your team under control. Because in your rearview mirror is nobody right now. Because that team that was in your rearview mirror is right beside you, and that's the Ravens. In real talk, they're better than y'all right now.
Also, this confirms my theory. If shit gets worse, Tomlin's gonna fucking quit before the fucking organization fires his ass. He's like, you know what? Fuck you, I quit.
No, here's a sad point. I don't think Tomlin's in danger of losing his job, actually.
Oh, really?
I don't think he is. We haven't heard nothing.
Okay.
We haven't heard anything. And trust me, the Steelers, who like to think they're above it, are just like the Cowboys. They're loud, they're chatty. And if there was a big wave of fire Tomlin, trust me, it will be on NFL Network, much like how we did with Jason Garrett.
True.
But here's the thing about that. The Steelers will probably be fine. But they can't get out of the news because every time you think everything's fine, here comes Captain Fatfuck trying to blame somebody. And every time you think they're quiet, all of a sudden, Mike Tomlin says something like, "Nigga, what?"
God damn it, Ben.
Yo, the whole team right now is in a spiral. Now, here's
how many times do you think Mike Tomlin has legitimately taken his belt off and beaten Ben Roethlisberger's ass?
Dude, here's the thing. If the Steelers want to turn this shit around, I suggest they stand up, open their, and have a wide stance, crouch, and make sure the miracle falls on their ass. Because right now they're looking at 2 games they're not going to win.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing.
The Ravens, look, dude. Remember how early in the season I asked all y'all the questions? How are the Ravens still in it? Well, guess what?
You want to talk miracles? So me and Dee talked about this, and I guess this goes to Denzel. I joked with Denzel on the fact that after that Pittsburgh game, I'm pretty sure Phillip Rivers is aiming for kid number 10. And then I had to stop myself and say, you know what? The only way for Phillip Rivers to go for kid number 10, he would have to take the Chargers deep into the fucking playoffs for that to happen.
And by deep, I mean the minute he goes back, like if they go to the AFC Championship, Oh, his wife, like she's still gonna be pregnant because kid number 9 isn't due until March. So, so the minute they have a deep threat in the playoffs. Oh, she gonna be the bakery will be open again.
Oh, dude, let me tell you something. I'm putting this out right here, right now. It's a far shot, but hey, I did a pretty good prediction in the NHL of Golden Knights and Capitals in the NHL in the Stanley Cup. Chargers Cowboys Super Bowl. Book that shit. Because here's the thing: if we're talking Chargers, me and D said it. The Chargers 10-3, and somehow they need something because I think D said it best. San Diego's going to bring them back like, hey, guys, we were just fucking with you. How about you come back to San Diego? You did so well this season.
That is going to be one of the most saddest apologies ever.
We'll get you a new stadium. Is that cool?
Okay, cool. All right, let's talk about you talking about the Cowboys and the Super Bowl. First, they got to get past who next week.
First off, let Mo talk his shit because the Colts. Because to be fair to the Colts. I had the Texans putting the shellac into them, and apparently the Texans was like, "Oh, you thought wrong there, sir," and they let the Colts do what they did.
They let the Colts do what they did. You mean Andrew Luck dinked and dunked and decided to open up the top with T.Y. Hilton for a 60-yard pass? What are you talking about? You think Eric Ebron just scored his 12th touchdown? Let's not do this, bro. Let's not do this.
That's the reason why they won. T.Y. Hilton was unstoppable.
199? Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, they couldn't stop him for nothing, man. That was impressive. That was the best game I ever seen T.Y. ever play.
And you know what's funny? This is his this is a consecutive form, 150 on the Texans. He's done this like 8 times. This is he's not new to this. He's true to this. Who else is true to this? Andrew.
Wow.
Hey, for real, Mo. Too short wants his line back, all right?
Bruh.
Sound like a nigga over here.
Yo, Iceberg Slim didn't dock this shit.
I know, right?
For like, I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of the game, I wasn't sure, man, because the Texans drove and scored. It looked like we couldn't get nothing going on offense, and all of a sudden, Andrew Luck opens up the top for that 60-yard bomb, and that was the beginning and the end of it. Because as soon as we scored, we just could not stop scoring until the game was over. And then the best way to win the game, right, is with 2 minutes left. The Texans have called all their timeouts, and you make Jadeveon Clowney jump on a third down. On a 3rd and 1.
A part of me really thinks, and I'm starting to really think that since you dropped that number on me, that the Texans are scared of T.Y. Hilton.
Because for some reason,
I had never seen them stop him.
Even when Homeboy didn't play, Andrew Luck didn't play those 2 times, like the last 3 times.
Yeah, Brissett.
He still balled out. Like I think last year was Brissett, and he did like $150. He's still a beast on the Texans. Like if you have him on your fantasy, just know the 2 times he plays the Texans is the 2 times you start him, because guess what? He's gonna give you points. I mean, Eric Ebron getting his 12th touchdown. Again, he's surpassed his career with the Detroit Lions in touchdowns. I
chalk up the Colts winning to the ghost of Marvin Harrison scaring the shit out of the Texans. So there's that.
The ghost of Marvin Harrison.
Yeah. This was a good win because we went in Texas to win this game. Like
you do realize that's not going to happen against Dallas, right?
We about to own AT&T is all I'm gonna say. So you can take that how you want to take it. We bought a dog.
When Andrew Luck ends up on his back, I'm just gonna
let me have
the memes ready, Mo. I'm just saying. Me and D already got the memes ready for you.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
All right, Stephen A. All right.
Let me tell you something, young good.
That shit that happened with Amari Cooper in overtime. Oh my God! I'm not gonna lie to you. That's if I was a defensive back, I would have thrown up right then and there. Like I would have seriously.
Actually, that's a good question. I know that y'all have a decent defense, but do you really think it's that decent?
I think we're still. I think we're calling. Okay, let me tell you. I think we're calling good defensive schemes. Some of these games, we're catering more to the talent we have. Again, we have a lot of young players, so we're calling a lot of blitzes where these guys are going to use speed to get to the quarterback. A lot of what I saw against the Texans, a lot of what I've seen this whole season is just speed. Like everybody just, we're protecting really well on the outsides, and the speed guys are just getting to the quarterback. Now, Leonard, number 50, the rookie, Darius Leonard, highest tackles of the season. Mm-hmm. Probably going to be probably going to be Detroit. Which
whoa! If we talking defensive rookie of the year, I'll go past my boy, number 33, Derwin James, baby.
I mean, we'll see.
He has a point.
We'll see. You got a point, but Leonard is in pretty solid this year.
He's solid. He's solid. But Derwin James though.
All right, so and Andrew Luck put up another one of those games that I'm like, yo, if you guys are calling MVP candidates out, like let's just look at Andrew Luck's games this season, right? He's thrown picks, guaranteed. But a lot of those picks he's thrown were deflected passes off the hands of the receivers. Especially if you saw the game in this past game, the pick that he threw.
I hate to be that person, Mo, but as a person that loves Tony Romo, as a person that loves Tony Romo, pick is a pick. That's what I always hear.
You can't do that, dog. You can't do that.
I can, and I shall and I will. Because that a pick is still a pick. Even though I agree with you, a pick is still a pick, bro. So
I mean, look, we as Cowboys fans get it because Romo could throw a ball and it gets tipped and motherfuckers would be like, that motherfucker's a bum, and I'm like, but it wasn't his fault. What are we doing?
Exactly. Here? It's like you see the ball leave the quarterback's hand.
But at the end of the day,
it's squaring in the receiver's hands, and then it goes up in the air and the DB picks it off, and next thing you know, you attribute. I feel like they fix that, where if it bounces off the receiver's hands,
but then that means the NFL has to do work on producing all new stat line now.
Right. But but no. Like, okay, so it comes down to protect against the Dallas Cowboys. It's gonna come down to protecting the ball on both sides. Andrew Luck is gonna have to protect the ball, keep the mistakes. Play a mistake-free game. Protect Andrew Luck because you guys can come after the quarterback. Utilize it today. You're going to see a lot of Ebron this week because I don't know about your DBs because I feel like my boy's going to go again. He's probably not going to have a 200-yard game, but I see 100 yards in his future.
It matters how good the line is.
Yeah.
And I mean...
And also Dallas's time. That's also Dallas times of possession too, because I will say this: they, as like D pointed out, they had like the ball for 40+ minutes, and they wore that Eagles defense down. Like that was just crazy. They wore
and the Eagles aren't the Eagles like a top 10 defense, top 5 defense?
I think they're like top 10-ish.
Yeah, so I mean that was kind of crazy though. That was really crazy how you kept the ball on them the whole game, but I don't see that happening.
To be honest with you, and I agree with anybody, we kept it on the field, didn't score for shit, but
it's like
you scored when it mattered though. At the end of the so you won the game. It don't matter how you won it. A dub is a dub because ain't no dub. Not every win is gonna be pretty. Right. Not every win is going to be like the Saints putting up 50, 60 points on everybody.
Let me tell you something, Mo. You brought up a good point on wins because I predicted it. I think all of us probably predicted this was going to happen. The Bears fucking crushed the Rams. That defense just 6 points.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Like, and again, everybody's saying it emphasizes what everybody says. Ultimately, defense is what fucking matters. And the fact that Dallas stymied the fucking Saints to 10 points, the Bears stymied the fucking Rams to 6 points. I'll even give it to the Ravens. They kept the point score a little low for the Chiefs to an extent. Like, that shit fucking matters. You know? And the Bears, I mean, don't get it twisted. The Bears offense wasn't really doing too high either. Let's just be real. Like, don't let it fool you and stuff. You know, but that Bears defense was just putting it on Goff. Like, Goff could not get shit going for no fucking reason.
Nothing.
4 interceptions? Like, crazy.
Them apple turnovers.
I mean, yeah, you know, and if you really want to know another game that was just sad, so Vikings. Let me ask you this: Russell Wilson only has 72 yards, and you lost. I'm just saying, like, 72 yards and lost.
No, I'm really starting to think that it's not that well. No, I don't think he's that good as
Kirk Cousins
previously got. Yeah, I'm
you know me. I'm team Kirk Cousins to an extent. I wanted to see him thrive.
But you know what? I don't look at First Take for nothing, but the hypocrisy that I had here was incredible.
It was all good just a week ago.
No, hypocrisy I had to hear. Now, know how we just talked about Tony Romo and how we know everything about Tony Romo, right?
Yeah.
All right. My bad. Anyway, the thing that kills me, they go to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen, what do you think about Kirk Cousins? Well, you know, first off, I like to say I still believe in this man. You know, the interceptions was not his fault. Of course, he's not on defense. You know, that doesn't. You know, he can't control what happens on the defense. And I still think that the Vikings are like, yo, shut up, shut up.
I'm ready to throw out. Like, if I was there in the studio, I'd be that dude to throw a fucking newspaper out there.
That's what makes Skip it all Shed is so funny. Because the second Skip starts talking that bullshit, stop it, Skip, you better stop it. Flip side, Shannon really said what? That's what I think. But they were entertaining though, so it was a little bit different. But nah, man, that ticked me off. Like, look, the Vikings. I feel like I jinxed them.
I mean, I'm looking at the Vikings like you said. What are you, Vikings? What are you?
Because I had them going to the.
What's your identity?
I had them not only winning that division, but I had them like looking very impressive. No, they looked. Wow.
Who knew the Bears would be the one that's like, shit, damn.
The Bears look good, man. That game against the Rams, I got to be honest with you, that was an ugly ass game.
Mm-hmm.
But you knew, but it was ugly, D. But you knew that the Bears defense was going to run wild on the fucking Rams, though. To be fair.
Yeah, that was going to happen. I expected.
And the Rams can't even blame the cold or none of that shit. I don't believe in that bullshit. I mean, to an extent, but it's like, come on, dog. Like that Bears defense was just Goff couldn't do shit.
Speaking of which, that reminds me of something. Speaking of, like you said, I don't watch First Take, but I saw that one time Melvin Gordon was on First Take, and Stephen A. was trying to play that card, talk about how you gonna play in the cold. Melvin Gordon goes, bruh, do you not remember where I came from before I came to the Chargers?
I always hated that thing, like, oh, they can't play in the cold or all this thing. I like that only works for, like, you know, I get it, like, you know, you're used to a warmer place and all that, and, you know, I get that, but that doesn't mean anything.
I mean, if it's heavy snow, sure. Yeah.
Sure, let's just be honest, there's cold, and then there's Lambeau Field cold.
Oh, man, nigga. That is cold beyond cold.
Like I said, I fully understand that. Hell, even Chicago cold. Chicago cold,
Buffalo cold.
Like I'm saying, Chicago cold is not the same as New York cold, okay? You know what I'm saying? So I get there is the difference of like weather and all the rest of that, but some of these guys like, man, how you going with cold? Like, nigga, I'm from motherfucking Chicago. I'm used to snow. Like, some people, like, you do realize.
Like, Melvin Gordon was like, bruh, I'm from Wisconsin. I went to Wisconsin for college.
You got some people like I'll never forget. There was an episode of Sopranos where they tried to kill this Russian dude out in the woods, right? And he had like just a T-shirt on, and he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna freeze to death." And he was like speaking in Russian, like, "You idiots! I'm from Siberia. This is summer to me." Like cold as it. I always hate that the whole thing. That's a mental thing to me. I get like it's cold and you can't do. That's more mentality to me, and that's almost an insult to an NFL player. Like, oh, you can't take a weather element. Like that's going to be the biggest problem you're going to have that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for some people, now I can understand if like you got like if you have an aching body, that's the only time I could really go for that.
Yeah.
But even then. But even you're talking to world-class athletes who are going to be hyped going out of that damn tunnel. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to hear that, man.
Yeah.
I really don't.
But I don't know about, like, the Vikings right now, if we're looking
done.
No. If we're looking at playoff things, they actually have one of the wild card spots on lock because the Panthers have been sucking. Like, Vikings right now, they're benefiting from that tie. They're benefiting from that tie. They're benefiting from the tie, but they need to win the rest of their games in order to keep pace to stay in the playoff.
Right.
And Seattle, shockingly enough, Seattle and Dallas, they're a tale of two teams that I think I was like, oh man, they're fucking done, and they managed to turn it around somehow. Seattle, I'm just like, you guys really turned it around, didn't you? And I mean,
I just talk about how garbage the NFC South is now. The NFC West, I love looking at the bottom of that because they're 3-10. That is 3-10, and then the most amazing thing happened: the 49ers won. Incredible.
Yeah,
49ers won, and that boy, that tight end, almost broke Shannon's record.
Man, Shannon was sweating.
He was sweating.
Oh my god! You know what the sad part is though? Actually, you know what? I feel as though that was the end of the season for the Broncos.
Oh, it is. It's done. They're
I think they're officially done in my book. But let's just be real. They were probably done like a week ago, just by mathematics. They were already out of it to me.
Yeah.
So, and that sucks because there's a legit turnaround happening with that team right now. So,
you can feel bad for him, but I don't feel bad for him.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, if we're doing quick hits there on the last couple of games, Jets Bills, the game I didn't fucking care for. Jets won, whatever.
Tank bubble.
Yeah. Bucks scared the Saints for a hot second in the first half, and then the Saints was like, "Ah, shit, we're a fucking team, aren't we?" And then they,
I love the fact we're a team.
Yeah, it's like the first half. The Saints forgot that they had an offense because they were reeling off it felt like in the first half the Saints was like they still were like, how the fuck did we lose to Dallas? How the fuck did that happen? And in the second half, Drew Brees was like, hey guys, you realize that we are 11-1. So how about we play?
Hey guys, we're in the middle of a game. Oh yeah, my bad, man.
I mean, the first half, they gave Jameis Winston hope. He threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and Jameis was like, yes, finally, I'm winning. And in the second half, no.
Nobody's going to be making fun of me tonight.
Guess what? Hey, Jameis, looks like you'll have to steal some crab legs tonight, bro.
And y'all have to drop the crab legs thing, man. He was a hungry college player, and you already know.
He was highlighting the fact that the colleges don't really provide food like that, so kudos to Jameis. He pointed out the stuff that was going down in colleges. But anyways, the Lions beat the Cardinals and nobody really fucking cared. So go Lions.
I just wanted to pipe in, y'all. We got a ring that year.
I knew DK was gonna jump in like, "Hey, fuck you."
Just my ass, man.
Speaking of college, this weekend college football playoffs are starting. It's going in full tilt.
Oh, fuck it. Fuck all of it.
Yeah, it is what it is. Actually Friday is kind of sort of what it starts off because Division III football has their championship with Mount Union versus Very Hard and Baylor. Two teams I know nothing about, and
I know I heard of Mount Union. I don't think I heard of other
both teams. Both teams, I'm laughing. They're both undefeated.
Well, good for them.
Good for them.
Well, good for them. Who's in Division 2? Now, I did see.
This is Division 3. Division 3.
Now, I know that's Division 3. Now, I did see in passing that it was like Maine versus somebody else in Division 2. I forgot. I don't know who made it to the chat. I don't know if they're done yet, though.
Hold on. Let me find it real quick. We're live, folks. We're doing this in here. But, yeah, what is y'all predictions, at least for the college football championship? Who do y'all guys got going in the championship while I look this up?
I already said what I already said, man. I think it ain't going to be Clemson because Clemson got Alabama. Alabama's going to say, all right, cool, get it out the way now. So I think it's going to be Alabama and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
There
it is. So basically,
because I don't think it's going to be because I don't think Notre Dame. Well, only because Notre Dame ain't playing nobody to me. That's the reason why I don't make it.
So Division 2, Ferris State is going to be facing Valdosta State.
Wow, really? Yep. I have heard neither of them teams. I have seen. Valdosta? I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, Ferris State. Ferris State beat Minnesota State this past weekend, 42-25. So they face Valdosta State for the Division 2 championship.
You could show me a logo of both those teams, and I'll be wrong on which side.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So there's that.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know where Valdosta is. I got family in Valdosta.
Yeah, that's what I was about. Valdosta, Georgia. Well, I only know it because I'm from Georgia, so it don't matter. My bad.
The only thing I will say is that we already know that there's going to be one player from one of those teams that's going to go to the NFL, and he's going to be pretty decent. It happens every year. This is going to be one guy.
That one guy from a no-name school.
Yeah.
Good example. The best example of that is actually it was Division I AA, and the best example of that person was Joe Flacco.
Oh.
Flacco was a beast at Delaware. Everybody knew he was a beast at Delaware, and ended up going to the NFL. Just won 2 Super Bowls. It happens. You know, you're always going to have one of these guys who are straight up diamond in the rough.
Yeah, and if you happen to want to see it, it's going to be on ESPN2. Which, funny enough, there was news that broke out that ESPN2 is not the number 2 top rated channel anymore. It's actually, which I laugh. I was like, okay, so where is it at? Apparently, it's sitting at number 8, which I laugh like, well, that's funny.
What? So what's that? Wow. Okay, whatever.
I know.
You're telling me ESPN2 is the Ocho?
Basically.
The Ocho.
It literally is the Ocho.
Look, hey, DK, how sad is it that all of us were prepared to say the Ocho? We're all ready to say the joke, the Ocho.
Yo, I know we was all nipping that.
Bold move,
and I was just like, I'm gonna do it.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if this idea plays off.
Darn it, CJ! I was just about to do that.
So I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna guess if ESPN is number 1, I'm gonna guess that Fox Sports is gonna be number 2.
Probably.
That's just that sounds like it. But here's my question: who is ahead of ESPN2?
Okay.
Who is that?
I actually have it. They said.
It's one of the Comcast Sports.
They said ESPN2 won't finish the year as the number 2 sports network, falling behind both NBC, SN, and Fox Sports.
Wow.
Because you know what? NBC, SN would have more because they get NHL games, they get Premier League.
Yeah, they said the World Cup is what basically fucked it up for ESPN2. That's really what hurt. That's what hurt
NBC Sports Network has come a long way from just having the basketball games that nobody really wants to fucking watch.
Yeah, they said the Olympics. They said the Olympics played a part too. That was another thing.
Or what I like to call where they just have like a track meet and they just play it on NBC, knowing they got low ass ratings. Only people that like track, track enthusiasts watch it.
Also, forgot the biggest one. They had the Stanley Cup.
Exactly. Like I said, they have the whole NHL on NBC.
Yeah.
That's actually where I was going to mention that. Yeah, that's what I said.
They literally said the Capitals Golden Knights was like one of their highest rated like Stanley Cup ever.
Now, it's kind of funny. I heard you mentioning Denzel. Comcast has to hold something in that. But, well, NBC. Actually, NBC. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Never mind that. So never mind. I don't know who owns it. Yeah, because that's what they are now.
Comcast Sportsnet.
Comcast Sportsnet. You got that, then you got whatever's on the West Coast and whatever and like that. So that's kind of funny to me. The only thing I think to myself is like, how ESPN2 cannot muster anybody.
I guess nobody wanted to watch them poker games.
No, seriously. Why don't we have the Ocho?
You know what happened? ESPN is gonna fuck around and be like, "All right, esports, we're gonna put you on ESPN the Ocho, all right," and then watch.
No, that's what they started doing too. Now, see, that's the funny thing. ESPN has started doing that, putting out more esports.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, eventually esports is going to end up being more top rated than ESPN2, and I'm going to fucking laugh because I still remember, never forget, when they put Street Fighter V on ESPN, a bunch of fucking jocks was all like, "What the fuck is this shit? Why is Ryu and Ken on my ESPN?" And I'm like...
A lot of lost it because, and be honest with you, it happened.
It wasn't Ryu and Ken, it was Ken and Gao, and that idiot that played Ken got washed, and I was so fucking mad because how the hell do you not know?
No, but not even that.
All of Gao's moves are fucking whole moves as a rushdown catch.
But not even that, DK. It was more funny when our Micah popped there and fucking our Micah came on there and everybody was really like, "What the hell is this?" And then all of a sudden...
I would never forget when they played CSGO on there one time. It was a big ass, I don't fuck with CSGO, but I know a lot of people do, so whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They were playing CSGO on there.
You had 20 years to not care about it.
I know, right? Here's the thing. I love the fact that Twitter was in an uproar that how dare you play this thing on ESPN. I'm like, dude, middle of the summer, and it's 2:00 in the afternoon. What do you need to see? What do you need to see on ESPN that is so important? Like, honestly, man. You know what? And it's amazing. It's amazing that esports has gotten as big as it do. Now, I don't care, really. Outside of the fighting game, I don't give a shit. But I understand why it's big money. And it's really the hypocrisy that ESPN is showing love to all esports now, because they were so adamant about never having esports on their channels. So that's amazing to me.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing. It's like,
North Korea. Speaking of which, North Korea is cracking down. I mean, not North Korea, cracking down on the level boosting. Like, that shit is a fine in the prison sentence now, because this is like the equivalent of doping in esports.
What? Yeah. A prison sentence.
Wait, are you sure it's North Korea, not South?
You can't hire anybody to boost. I said South Korea. You can't hire anybody to boost your shit no more. Like, to boost your account.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny.
They treat that shit like doping.
Yeah, but I guess kind of petering off here to NBA. Wizards. I guess no.
Hold on. Push that to the side. Let's talk about something more important. Hey, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
We know how you feel about LeBron. We get it.
I sense jealousy with Kevin
Durant.
We
get it. It's not even. It's so much. It's petty jealousy.
Yeah.
Because it really is. Because I know
it's the seat pleasant in him. D. That's what's coming out.
This said Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Kyrie Irving. If you don't get your uncombed hair away,
bro. Come on, KD.
KD is a fucking asshole.
He's the CM Punk of the NBA. He has a chip on his shoulder, dog.
He got a chip on his shoulder because you know why? And I hate to.
No. See, with CM Punk is different because when KD dies, everybody's gonna be like, "Well, that happened."
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Nobody's gonna be at the stands at a Golden State game going KD. That's never gonna happen. Okay. Look, the thing that gets me, it is hilarious. I don't like agreeing with Shannon Sharp because he's such a LeBron stan, but he made a point. He's like, I got a question. Honestly, KD, we know why you said that. You know that Jordan gets under LeBron's skin a little bit. You pick Kobe because, a lot of Kobe fans think he's the best thing in the world, and you think that will get to LeBron. What you mentioned Kyrie? Come on, dog. He not even the best player on Boston. And you going to... Yo, that was one of the most deliberate, petty response. I'm like, yo, KD, go home, man. Because he, you know what? Look, yeah, and I hate to agree with Shannon. You mad because you left Oklahoma? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. LeBron left Miami. Everything went bad. Every time LeBron moves, the team gets destroyed. You leave a team, nobody cares. If you leave Golden State tomorrow, they're like, "Oh, stop Boogie."
Yeah, basically.
We're not going to dig about it.
Meanwhile, Boogie's on the bench like, "Fuck! I thought I could ride this shit out to a championship." All right, I guess.
And I ain't want to play. Sitting there deteriorating like David West.
Why you David West out and say that Boogie Cousins? Why would you do that?
First off, DK, you and I both know Boogie Cousins eating a fucking Subway sandwich during this Golden State game that's happening right now against Toronto.
Man, you know damn well he like Willie.
We also know that the only reason he eating the Subway sandwich is because he can't find a Quiznos in the area. Yes, I said Quiznos.
I can't find Quiznos.
French onion dip used to be the shit.
I don't know, man. Boogie comes off like a dude that eats way too much Jamaican food to not have no Jamaican people in his family. That's what he comes off like.
Motherfucker eating curry goat on the sidelines and shit.
You get this curry goat, man. Nigga, is your girl Jamaican? Nah. Is your mom Jamaican? Nah. Why the fuck are you eating that shit like that, man? It's good, man.
Nah. That's the rant saying that, and Boogie looking at him like, so why when are you gonna fucking comb your damn hair, sir? Touche.
Look, here's the thing. Look, here's the thing. The whole little beef between KD, the beef between KD and LeBron is
it's the most non-existent fucking.
Non-existent.
It's so one-sided.
It is because LeBron is like, okay.
At least if it was fucking.
It's the equivalent of what is her real name? Black Ann Bibb and Will Smith. Only one of them knows this beef.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost. It reminds me. I kind of feel that if I could sum up their whole relationship, it's like in "Don't Be a Menace." He was like, dude was like, "Yeah, man, in here I ain't a person no more. I feel like a kid. How come you never can't see me, nigga? I don't know you." It feels like every time KD talks all this shit. What you think about like LeBron? I wasn't listening to you. What you say? Like what I do? I'm sorry, man. My bad, dog. I wasn't listening.
Well, it's like, you know what's amazing? I don't think I've mentioned this before. I like how Lonzo Ball's dad, like that dude has been like radio silent.
Yeah, because he's starting to talk his mess about Melo now. Now that Melo's
that's
on
like low hanging fruit though. It really is.
Look, you know what it reminds me of, and yeah, I could be wrong for this. It reminds me of when you see Don King in the background for some fighter that really ain't that good. It's sort of like that. It's like, Don, why are you talking?
Like, what are you doing here? What's your purpose?
He's been radio silent. Why? Because the Lakers been winning.
I mean, gotta ask this for this fellow Lakers person over here, Denzel. So, do you attribute that to the fact that Lonzo broke up with Denise Garcia is why the Lakers are winning? Is that what that is?
I don't know what it is. All I know is that LeVar is quiet right now,
and I'm happy about that because I was fearing LeVar was going to try to start some shit with LeBron, but I guess the Lakers organization put the screws to that shit immediately. Like, nope, not today.
You know what happened. Like, hey, LeBron, like, hey, let me talk to you real quick. Hey, man, I was thinking this. Shut the fuck up.
You right, Mr. LeBron. You right.
That's exactly what.
No, he probably went over to. This is how it went. So here's LeVar. LeBron, my man. Hey, yo. First things first. Don't mention my kids in your mouth ever again. Number 2, when me and your son is playing, I'm his daddy, not you.
Basically, it's like
exactly. You know, he hit it with this line. All right, for real, shut the fuck up. Nah, man. I'm speaking to you as a man right now.
As a
for
man,
real. I'm speaking as a man and somebody, unlike you, who actually made it to NBA. Shut the fuck up.
You know what's funny? Lonzo stood there for a minute.
Hey! I'm just trying to make it for a beat. Braun, big baller brand. Ha!
LeBron was like, LeBron probably sat there like, check this shit out. When I got a contract from Nike. What the fuck have you ever done except not pull out of your wife?
You're right. Ooh,
actually, that hurt me. Ooh,
yeah.
Why did I say that?
So the next day, and the next day he goes, Alonzo. So I had a heart to heart with your dad. So you wearing these Nikes now?
So I told your dad, and dad, he wait a minute, man, what my pops said.
But the thing is, he didn't do it like he didn't just like sit there, LeBron. He put his hand on his hip like the Cardi B meme. It was like my daddy said, we wearing Nikes now.
Hey, this happened day one. All right, before we start this, before we start all this, Luke walked to get all the guys. All right, guys, come here. Now, LeBron has a few things to say. So, LeBron, what you got to say? First off, what we hear, we all know the truth. Lonzo's dad ain't here, right? Yeah, everybody, yeah. Okay, good. Can all say it. Hey, yo, Lonzo, yeah? Your jumper is trash.
Yes, sir.
And just for that, Rondo's going in. Rondo's starting ahead of you.
Look, everybody tells that Lonzo, like, man, shut, man, y'all, look, I know what y'all think, ladies, but real talk, LeBron, you're not like a Hall of Famer telling me that. I know. Hey, Magic, come here. Yeah? How's the jumper? Oh, that thing terrible.
Are you sure? I'm positive.
It's like, oh shit, let me back up here. My HIV is acting up.
I bet my HIV on it.
Denzel, I'm sick of you. I am. This may be the lowest point we have ever had in our friendship. This is amazing. I should be bad.
That's the lowest point. See, I literally just said I would bet my HIV on it.
I know. DK, we got some further digging to go with you. But me and Denzel is to me like, even though he doesn't come off that way, he comes off like that Christian friend that never cusses. You know what I mean? So I always hope the outlook of Denzel. Then all of a sudden I go through his IG. Man, that's a lot of liquor.
D, you know what it is? Denzel reminds us of folks that went to From the Heart, and then when they went to fucking public school, they start acting like, oh my god, freedom!
All of a sudden, they smoking blunts out of their asshole and shit. Doing some wild.
Look, I know the guy probably is not friends with me on Facebook and shit, and D might know this guy. D, you remember Linwood?
Oh, real talk. Fuck him. On some real shit. He don't know me, but I know him, and he know who I was at one point. Man, you know what? It's all good if he don't know me. He's never going to hear this thing. Suck 5 dicks, nigga. Anyway.
Linwood Gray was that dude. I remember, I was like 2 grades back from him. I think probably 3. I remember that dude was the quietest dude ever, right? Chill as hell. And then, I friended him on Facebook, and I'm like, dude, you wilding out like shit. Where did this come from?
Nigga, that was all hiding underneath, man. Because whatever, this is what I call the Christian
shit's beyond me, D. It's beyond me.
It's the Christian school bubble. You know how people act stuck up? Well, the Christian school stuck up is a combination of my parents make more money than you, so I don't have to talk. And on top of that, I'm more Christian than you, so you can kiss my ass. Wait a minute, what?
So it's basically like everybody is a pastor's kid.
Everybody, thank you. Everybody all of a sudden is a pastor's kid. It's like, nigga, your dad work at the racetrack. Shut up.
Meanwhile, and D can attest to this. D knows my dad, right?
Nigga, your daddy alcoholic. Why you like this?
Bruh. And here's the thing. And here's the thing, though. And DK, here's the thing. D see my dad, right? My dad is real as fuck, right? Real as hell. Chill as hell, too, right? My dad is the type of person, when we was at Full Gospel, it's like he had to hide the fact that he smokes fucking Newports. Because here's the sad part. Fucking Sister Crouch, her husband and my dad, they always talked football and shit, right? I remember he rolled up to my dad when he was keeping me up. And he rolled up right to the driver's side, right? And my dad did one of those numbers where he had his pack of cigarettes on the dash and he immediately took it and put it inside the fucking compartment. I fucking died laughing on that shit. It's
stop. We can smell the Virginia in your.
It's like, yo, the menthols, dog. We can smell the menthol, sir.
Dude, look, man, look. If you stuck out your tongue, there'll be a tattoo of Philip Morris on it. Don't sit here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sister Crouch husband knew, but it was just like, whatever. I don't care.
Now, that being said, I do like those people that act stuck up at church. Man, it had that better than you. Like, nigga, your dad gay as shit.
I made no bulls about it, man. There were people that were shocked. Like, what does your dad do? He drives a truck for UPS. Huh?
Like, what does your dad do?
Was that too blunt?
Exactly.
I know, right?
My dad pretends he's still in love with his mom. With my mom. Like, oh shit.
Yo, I'm gonna hit. Look, if I ever took my kid in private school and I heard he getting beat and shit like that, I come to school. You're like, yeah, I heard, like, yeah. You're like, yeah, Don was dead. Blah 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 blah. Why are y'all kids joning? All of y'all poor. What are you talking?
Donovan said that's Donovan saying that shit. Like, y'all motherfuckers are poor. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that sound like actually it does sound like my son. My son his is like, what you dancing for? Y'all poor.
Y'all know D where he gets up there, the principal was like, yeah, your son was very just horrible to these kids. He said they were poor.
Like, who he saying to? That one. Oh, yeah, all them niggas poor. They don't realize it.
Fucking Angie punches D like, D, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah, that's what happened. I'm like, hey, y'all poor. And I know your mama, she need to get the fuck out the street. Dwayne, what?
she need Jesus. You know that, right? She need Jesus.
I would go on a kid. As a kid that got bullied in private school because I didn't have the same color khakis as they did. I would go on a private school kid. I don't give a. I will destroy their life. All of you privileged Negro children need to shut the hell up.
D would turn into Tobias Well immediately.
Oh yes, I would. Y'all think y'all good because y'all parents afforded the $5,000 to put y'all in school. Get out my
face, Negroes.
Yeah, my daughter go to public school. She said some little boys was messing with her. I told her, like, tell that nigga his breath smell like day old girl onions, my nigga. Keep him moving.
Dude, man.
Oh man.
We all had that one kid in school, like, yeah, that's why you blah 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 blah. So your mama be sucking dick. Like, wow, extreme.
0 to 100, guy. Jesus.
Hey, little Felicia.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm like in the third grade, 8 years old. My mama like, I'm like, they keep making fun of me. My mama was like, tell them that's why they mama a hoe. I was like, all right.
Best one I ever heard. I was in my son's school when they was in DC, and the best thing I ever heard, little kids joning on each other. It was funny, little cute little Jones. All of a sudden, one girl was losing the fight, and she beat them all. She said, "That's why your mama pussy." I'm like, "Pussy is ugly."
Wow.
Let's break it down. She didn't talk about the smell. She didn't talk about her mom being a hoe. She just said her vagina is. That is hilarious.
Yes.
Ugly, whatever.
So the moral of the story is this: LeBron basically looked at Lonzo and says, "I'm the captain now," and that's how it happened.
I'm the captain and your daddy now.
And he gave Lonzo Nikes because them big baller shoes ain't shit.
Look, man, them Joes had no crease in them. The stitching was bad, and I still feel bad.
Them shits was worse than strawberries, and that's saying something.
Look, the strawberries were made of cheaper fabric and are actually very durable compared to those big bro. Those are $300 shoes.
Strawberries are hot. Strawberries are like some good quality shoes. They're just cheap. That's why people rag on this shit. But he made that shit like that on purpose for people to up the shoes.
Yeah.
The big baller brand.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you need $300 for my shitty ass shoe that looks like a.
No, it was five. Remember,
I actually was tempted, and I think I just thought better of it because I was like, I spend my money on better things. I literally was gonna actually buy those big baller shoes just for shits and giggles, just to laugh at it, and then I was like, I can actually do better things with my money than buy big baller shoes.
Right?
It's certain black businesses you just don't see,
Yeah, I
And
know.
that's
I know.
got me. So here's the thing. And I understood anybody that really sympathizes with Ball and his whole plan to take over the world. I'm all for it. I understand what you feel. You think he's a good father. I think he's a pretty decent father. To be honest with you, as father, I think he raised three good children. Yeah, they losing their damn mind, fucking IG models that you say to yourself, they haven't done nothing to earn it. But whatever. So so it's fine and all that. But where I draw the line is when you start talking about me supporting black businesses. I'm like, bitch, I run 3 Black Geeks. It's a black business. Where the fuck are you? So I don't want to hear about me. Oh, I don't support, man. You don't support ball. We need more black people doing that shit. Let me tell you something. We got plenty of black people doing that shit. Jordan, Starberry, Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving, all these guys have their own fucking shoe. And you mean to tell me, but nah, that goes to Nike and it goes here, it goes there. Eat 8 dicks, dude. Somebody got it. You got to pay the piper somewhere. All right, dude. I don't want to hear that mess, man. And on top of that, those are ugly shoes. If Jordans were ugly, trust me, nobody will wear them. That's why there are a couple. Because trust me, there are a couple Kobe's nobody will wear. Nope, wear them again because they were ugly.
Nigga, it's a couple Jordans nobody won't wear. You think niggas for the 15 pound? No, this shit's ugly.
Hell no, them jokes is nasty.
You will never see any people lining up for them fucking shoes. Hell no. I mean,
hell no, man. What you did? They keep on putting out the 11s because for a good reason. Not only because they're, at least in D's opinion, the greatest shoe ever made.
All right. I'm more inclined to buy a pair of 12.
Yeah, I know. To me, the 11s and the 12s are like the best Jordan shoes. Yeah. But that being said, nobody's going to break their neck for the 4s. Nobody's going to break their neck for the 6s, and nobody's going to break their neck for the ugly 15s. Nobody's going to do that crap. Trust me.
Now, here's some other news here. Phil Jackson popped in and visited the Lakers because he's fucking.
Oh God,
he's Phil Jackson. Boy. He can do that kind of stuff, and you know how the media machine is like, oh shit, Phil Jackson visiting the Lakers and back as coach, and I'm like, why, people? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
What's the fucking reason he got to come back?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's banging. Ain't he still banging Buster's daughter?
Something like that.
He married to her. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
It's like, why are you even implying that Phil Jackson is going to take Luke Walton's job as a coach? That's dumb. Like that's not fucking happening.
Here's my thing. Ain't they 5th in the East right now?
Yeah, something like that.
Shut up.
You mean 5th in the West? My bad.
That's what I'm saying. They're 5th in the West. Yeah. Shut up. Look, that's my whole thing. And I understand that the media needs to talk about something. Let's just be honest with you, as LeBron James. They're going to talk.
Yeah.
I understand that crap. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I understand it's a slow media day, but do you realize that we have insane shit happening right now in the NFL that needs to be reported?
Now,
like, dude, all right.
Now, D told me to take this, but I have to say this. So the Wizards, they're not in the best of things, but they've been itching towards 8th place, and Kyrie Irving put it on them in overtime today, and
oh god,
that
was just sad. Like,
you notice how he's saying it and he's not, because I don't care.
You know me. I'm still with the Wizards fan base where I'm like, can you just get to 500, Wizards? To be honest with you, that's what it takes to actually get into the playoffs in the East. Just get to 500.
Dude, the bar is so low now.
That's the bar as a Wizards fan. It's just get to 500.
Who was it? Whatever.
I know. I just had to put that out there. It's just like
I know. I don't understand. Anyway, let's get to these picks and let's wrap the show up.
Yeah,
bro.
Let's get to these picks here. So, week 15 for the NFL. So,
wow, we got 2 more weeks. We got 3.
We're hitting that part here. We're getting Saturday games now, so this is going to be fun and interesting here. So this is the game that is going to either crush the spirits of one team and boost the spirits of the other, or it's going to be stat quo. Thursday night game, which is going to be good. Chargers versus the Chiefs. I got the Chargers. Just because I want to see the upset. I got the Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs winning that one.
Do you think
I got Kansas City.
Okay.
All right. Of course, I got course, I got my Chargers.
Now,
Go
ahead. Sorry.
Now, number one, we're gonna have Bosa. We didn't have him the first game, so we got Bosa. We got Ingram. Gordon is still questionable, but the rookie running back that we have, JJ, Justin Jackson, he has promise. And again, like I said, Derwin James, man, like he has. I feel like him and that secondary is really going to show off because they do not want to lose to Kansas City.
I mean, Keenan Allen's been balling out too.
Oh my goodness, that the receiving core.
The Chargers to me, besides the Colts and the Cowboys, have been a hot team. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna say this, and I mean this in all respect. Did you not see what Patrick Mahomes did in the last fucking game?
This could be a shootout.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a shootout.
It's a shootout. I don't think it's going to be a shootout because you want to know the truth. And even though I got KC winning, I don't got the Chargers dealing with a lot of that shit. Meaning that a lot of that miracle shit Patrick Mahomes had to pull out his butt that last game. I don't think the Chargers are going to have half of that. They're not. Especially they got Bosa back. So that means they control the line a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
they can not only control the line, they control the run. Yeah, they can control the run, and they can really rush the pass. Now that the pass rush duo is back together again, I'm telling you, man, it's not going. It's going to be close, but it's not going to be like week one.
Yeah. Saturday's game. Now on paper this should be a gimme, but I don't know what the. Okay, so Texans and Jets. I got the Texans winning that.
Texans. I don't think. If any of y'all pick the Jets, I'm gonna hate y'all.
Texans? What you talking about?
Like I said, exactly. Texans, man. Jesus.
Right. DK, who you got? I'm guessing Texans, but
You ain't never known me to pick the fucking Jets.
All right. The Saturday night game, Browns Broncos. I got the Browns.
You would have the Browns.
You know what? My cousin is a Broncos fan. My cousin is a Broncos fan. But then again, he also thinks that fucking Dedication was album of the year. So let's go Browns.
All right.
I'm gonna go. I hate to do this, but I have to go with Denver.
I'm the same way. I don't want to go with Denver, but I think they're gonna win.
All right. Tank Bowl. Cardinals and Falcons.
Wow. ATL. I got ATL. Why not?
Cardinals, because fuck the Falcons at this point.
I'm going to have to go with the Falcons.
I'm going Cardinals.
I'm going to have to go.
So I'm the lone Cardinals fan, huh?
But I'm going to have to go Falcons.
Wow. Okay. All right. Tank Bowl. Lions and Bills.
Lions. Lions are going to win that one. They should.
Yeah.
There's no reason why they shouldn't win that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go for the Decepticons with no leader, the Lions.
Yeah, I go Lions too.
Whoa!
The Starscream run Decepticons.
So you going Lions too, DK?
Yeah.
No, he's laughing at my joke. Decepticons without a leader.
NFC.
You know what? Yeah, come on, y'all remember Starscream that did. I am the leader of the Decepticons now. Like, Starscream for real. Look, to me, and we just talked about Meek Mill. That is like Meek Mill seeing Rick Ross die. All right, I'm the leader of MMG now.
Dude, hey, guess what? Guess who Soundwave? Wale. Hey, I'm just waiting. Wale's basically the guy that's waiting for Rick Ross to come back.
I'm just waiting for Rick to come back.
Ross comes back as Galvatron and shit. It kills the Meek Mill.
Look, all you hear is, oh. It just dies.
Rick, is that you? Just like, yes. Bam. Blows up and dies. Crazy.
Actually, I think
I always wanted to know, what would it sound like if Starscream had a lozenge? Like if somebody just sprayed some WD-40 down his throat. I am the leader of this. Oh man. let me tell you, gentlemen, that I am the leader of the Decepticons now. We will no longer stay under the tyranny of Megatron.
I think everybody on the Decepticons would immediately have been like,
room like he's more appealing now.
somebody would have took the
His
bullet.
voice is more soothing.
Somebody would have took the bullet for fucking Starscream instead of Starscream dying at that point. It's like, ah, shit. Well,
Megatron, don't do it.
Your loss will not be forgotten.
Speaking,
Like Galvatron, how could you? Wait a minute, your voice changed. Yes, it did, and all for the better. See, us Decepticons, we need to learn to be better what we are. We need to be more than meets the eye.
fucking damn, fucking destructive. Was it fucking all of a sudden you hear fucking damn, fucking Ravage all of a sudden say, he put it in the movie.
Actually, when he said more than meets the eye, I can imagine all the Decepticons at once jumping Starscream and throwing him right directly into Unicron.
So, you son of a bitch.
Get that nigga.
Get this nigga.
Oh, this man!
Hey, imagine you say more than meets the eye in the Starscream movie, and you get jumped by Decepticons, and you heard a minicon go beep boop boop. Translate. So they Unicron.
Speaking of which, NFC North battle, Packers versus the Bears. I got the Bears.
The fucking Bears.
Got Bears.
Bears won that
Bears
one.
are going to destroy Rodgers.
I think there's no way in the world. I think it's so over for the. You know what? If the Packers win this one, it's going to be one of those moral victories that ain't going to mean jack for them.
Tank Bowl. Raiders. I got the Raiders. Because the Bengals, the Chargers just took the fucking confidence out the Bengals at this point.
I'm the same way. I'll take Oakland.
I'm gonna have to go with Oakland. I mean, they're not in contention for playoffs anymore, so Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the same.
Yeah. Cowboys, Colts. I got Cowboys. I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually good because one of the scenarios for the Chargers to get into the playoffs, if the Dolphins lose and the Colts lose.
But you already have it on lock. What are we talking about here, sir?
No, there's a few scenarios that we need to have that needs to happen before we can officially clinch. Scenario 1, we need to win against Kansas City. Scenario 2, the Dolphins lose to the Vikings and the Steelers lose to the Patriots.
Well,
Scenario 3
could happen.
Scenario 3, Dolphins lose and Raiders lose.
Again, Denzel, you have the wild card on lock.
Hey, Denzel. My favorite line in Snatch was this: "Who's coming for you?" You have it.
Even if you lose to Kansas City, I'm pretty sure Phillip Rivers is like, 2 tears in the bucket. Let's move on, guys.
Yo, if Phillip Rivers go out there and throw 18 picks, it's not going to change the fact that y'all going to the playoffs this year. This is one of the most Look, dude, you ever look? This is 1 + 1 equals 2, and you're putting more arithmetic in it than it needs to be. Okay?
No, D. He's doing core math on this shit. Oh man, but yeah, I got Cowboys. Easy.
Cowboys.
Yeah. So DK.
Dallas.
Okay, cool. Dolphins, Vikings.
Vikings.
See, I want to say
Vikings.
I want to say Vikings.
I'm going for Dolphins. I'm going. Give me some of that Miami, baby.
Nigga, you out here asking for once in a blue moon type shit.
Hey, nigga. Look, I forgot who made that song. Sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me. I'm out here, bro. Man. I got the win in that one, man.
All right. Titans, Giants. For some weird reason, I got the Giants winning.
Giants.
Titans, man. Come on, it's the Giants.
Yeah, I got the Giants winning. Yeah.
Don't answer me because I'm just gonna come up with another in-game scenario that's gonna eventually make fun of the fucking Giants.
Oh, Titans then. Okay, got you, DK.
Look, man, look. No, Titans, definitely Titans.
Now, here's the thing. This next one, because, again, I'm an asshole on this one, is going to be probably the funniest shit ever because both teams are already at their lowest of lows. Redskins versus the Jaguars.
Wow. Tank Bowl! Look, and here's the sad part. If the Redskins want to show me what they got, they're not going to.
Josh Johnson is literally playing for a starting job next year. That's basically what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
This game is going to be ugly. Look. I'm only saying it because you know that's what's going to happen the whole game. Give me Saxtonville. Do you think sassy Jalen Ramsey is going to be out here fucking poking on who sucks on the Redskins? You see that happening? I hope it does, and I hope they're destroying them if it happens.
That's why I'm going Redskins for the first time ever because
Redskins, yeah.
What? Okay, I'm alone. It's all good. DK, who you got, man? I can't believe this.
I just might go Waxingville this time.
God, man.
I'm about to say,
It's you and me, CJ. It's you and me, CJ.
Yeah. We're really. I'm really a Redskin fan for one night only. For one day only.
One night only, baby.
CW one night stand and shit. It's like, well. So the next game, this is for the Ravens to lose. The Ravens got to win this. It's the Bucks versus the Ravens. I got the Ravens on this one.
Oh, the Ravens will win that one. They will. I think the Ravens
gonna take that shit. Like they don't have a fucking choice.
Yeah.
I hate that I'm saying that, but yeah.
I'm going to go with Ravens.
This next game, Seahawks 49ers. Seahawks is going to beat the 49ers like all money.
Yeah,
Seahawks is catching his L. Yeah, I mean, Niners are catching his L.
I mean, unless the Niners somehow come out there punching the Seahawks in the face, like, oh shit.
No, sir, they are not the Browns.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Actually, to be honest, they used their one on the Broncos last week. I think they're quite done.
49ers are gonna be like when Homer punched Drederick Tatum hard, and Drederick was like, "What was that?"
Yeah, like that. I have to win the match.
Speaking of which,
I hate you for using Dietrich Tatum like that.
And Drederick Tatum looks like he's talking to Charlie Sheen.
But you're not wrong.
I just like the fact that Drake stopped in the middle of the fight to lean over and talk to Charlie Sheen, who was at ringside.
First off, you know what's going to happen, D. The equivalent is, and Russell Wilson is off to the sidelines playing catch with Little Future. He's going to be amazing, ain't he?
My daddy said you a faggot. Well, your other daddy don't play child support, so.
Future cries in Gucci flip flops.
I know, right? Like your dad, my real dad. He said you ain't a real man. Well, your got a Super Bowl ring, so he can shut the fuck up.
Hey, I got
seriously. I do not understand it. I hate harping on.
You need to Google your daddy doing the Esco walk.
Yo, I'm sorry. I hate to bring it up every time I think about this, but y'all do realize that Russell Wilson can beat the living shit out of Future, right? Yeah. Why is it even a thing?
Because we assume. Because you know what it is, D. Side note.
No, you know what it is? Much fucking pride.
No, because you know what it is. You know what it is. Because niggas, and I'm saying this strongly here, niggas think that Russell Wilson is like a fucking Ned Flanders Bible thumping motherfucker. And
wait, Ned Flanders built this fuck too.
No, but here's the thing, DK. People think Wilson is Bible thumper, and it's like, hey guys, if you really look at the videos of him and Sierra and how he starts getting black and shit in those videos whenever he sees Sierra's ass and shit, that look like a nigga that will fight your ass immediately on sight. I'm saying.
Here's my thing. And I understand that there's a lot of guys that sympathize with Future because I'm just going to be really honest with you. Most of y'all ain't shit dads.
Exactly.
But here's the thing that gets me about that. There's this theory that not only is Russell a corny nigga, but he's a real nigga like Future. And I'm thinking to myself, you do realize that Russell's a world-class
athlete. He gets paid to have 300-pound men chase him. What does a nigga from Atlanta who is out of shape going to do? If this was Wiz Khalifa who's been taking Muay Thai, okay, there's a fight. There's a fight.
There's something there.
What the fuck?
We can book this. We can book this. But no. This nigga smoke weed. Look, Future smokes weed and drinks way too much lean. He going to get washed. I don't want to hear that, man. I hate that so much.
Little Future.
But you're talking about a world-class athlete versus a nigga that pleads for help.
It's like, I need help. Somebody take me to rehab. I'm like, hey, dog, you making
we talking about a nigga who calls Drake at night. Man, this is my son. Here's Drake. Look, dog. What you want me to do? I
don't even know where my son at. Fuck you mean?
Let's be real about this.
I don't even see my son. What you mean, man? He's like, what's like Future? What's the name of your son? I don't know. See, this is the shit I'm talking about.
And let's be real about this.
He be like, ask me the name of my son. Adonis. You know how I know? Pusha T told me.
Pusha T told me. See, at least I can remember it. That's what I'm saying. You drink too much lean, nigga.
and Future's only good decision is that he didn't wife up fucking Black China. It's the only good decision he ever had.
That is amazing. The fucking bullet to the head he dodged with that. That could have ruined his career. I'm saying.
Black China put a tattoo on him and he was like, nah, I'm good.
No, that right there. Because Drake is used to that. Run away from that bitch. Run.
Yeah, that's something nobody else don't realize. Like, Drake is a shitty ass nigga. Like, this nigga talk away from his problems all the fucking time.
Drake got like, look, dude, I done had bitches tattooed. Look, run. You don't want to be with her. But man, don't. But Lee's telling me no, run.
Because you know, the lowest of lows.
Look, let's get back to these packs.
I know. But anyways, Patriots Steelers. Now, here's my thing.
Pats.
My heart wants to say that the Steelers could steal this. Ha, pun on words. But
happened.
But the Patriots are angry from the Miami Miracle, so they're going to put it on the Steelers.
Yeah, Patriots. The Steelers are catching a fade.
This is what I like to call Tom Brady. No, it's more this. Tom Brady's like, ain't the Steelers, right? Huh? Looks like they're up 17 points. We can't have that happen. I mean, lost to these guys, and he goes out.
It's more like, they're up 17. All right, you had your fun. Playtime's over.
Hey guys, do you know the funniest scenario that I know would never happen is all of a sudden coming out of half and who's this coming out the locker room? Le'Veon Bell in a Patriots jersey. Holy shit!
Boy, look, no. That be on the equivalent, like, you be like, you know, you had like looking at wrestling, and all of a sudden some music hit, and you're like, wait, who the fuck is that? No, really, who is that? And then you see the person go, oh my god!
Le'Veon's the third man! Oh my god!
Le'Veon third man.
He's the third man.
By God, Jim.
Just imagine that, you know, come on, we all seen in that Royal Rumble where they was like, where the cameraman fucked up and just had the camera stayed on Roman Reigns. Imagine that same happens when you hear the music change and we're just staring at Ben and Ben has this look on his face like, who the fuck is this? And next thing you know, you see Le'Veon Bell come out to that shitty rap album he put out.
Oh, God.
He made that shit.
I totally forgot he made that.
I haven't. He made it just because Skip Bayless said Zeke was better than him. That's the only reason.
Fucking Mike Tomlin sitting on the sidelines with the Kevin Nash disapproving stare like, this motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, man. Anyway, yeah.
Now the next game, this is going to be rough. Eagles-Rams, and I got a feeling the Rams are angry.
Rams.
Just because the Eagles, Carson Wentz has told me everything, so I'm going with it.
Do you think Nick Foles is going to do anything against the Rams?
No.
That's a great question. I mean that. Actually, that is a great question. There is a chance that if Nick Foles go in there, he could actually give some hope to the team. I think I can win one game out of this.
Yeah.
Out of the three, I think they're going to win one game.
The Rams is going to be the big boost, if anything.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to beat the Rams though. I think that's just way too high of a hurdle to do.
Yeah, especially with their defense the way it is too. So
Here's the thing. I really do see Carson not Carson. I really see Nick Foles actually doing something compared to they had did the last 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So the Monday night game is kind of make or break for the Panthers. Saints versus the Panthers.
Also, CJ, I appreciate you not asking me who I was going to pick because I'm not going to go against my team.
Yeah, of course. Why would I ask that? Come on, sir.
That's our rule. That's our rule here. We already know who you're going to pick. You can't go for a team.
Speaking of which, NFC South battle on Monday night, Saints-Panthers. Saints are going to beat the brakes off the fucking Panthers.
Saints are going to use them as a... The Saints are going to beat the shit out of the Panthers, chomp their head off, and go to camera and just put the...
Now, don't get it twisted. While I have the Saints winning, if the Panthers beat the Saints, that is going to be fucking hilarious.
That's not happening.
I know, but still.
That's not happening, man.
You don't see Christian McCaffrey going off on the Saints defense?
Nigga, you got a better chance of a Jackson 5 reunion with Michael Jackson. Anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that's our pick, so we are done.
DK, wait a minute, who you had in that game?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Saints Panthers.
Saints. What the fuck?
Yeah, all right.
I'm pretty sure the Saints. I was going to put that down anyway. But anyway.
All right, but that's it for the sports show. We had fun.
Yeah,
this is a fun show. I love it when we all come together and shit and have some fun times. It's always good.
You said come. Anyway, next week, let's go. I think we're going to get our college picks out, and I think that's not going to be the last one because I think
we actually are going to get our NCAA basketball kind of thoughts out there, considering they're knee deep in the season now at this point too. So
I think more than likely for the Christmas around the Christmas week, I think that might just be you and me. CJ, we'll see what happens. So whatever. But other than that, yeah, man, yeah, that's been a good episode. I hope all y'all love this one because it was fun.
Yeah. But anyways, folks, you guys, peace out.
Mm-hmm.
Let us.
Chim chim chimnero.